Hi guys, just wanted to make this quick video about this movie here, HANGOUT 2, and actually shows to me what looks like the dome of the rock being blown up. Now you can obviously see a round building there with a steeple which has a crescent moon, which represents, when you think of crescent moon and religion, you think of Islam, don't you? But here you have an arch which could actually represent the ruins of the old Jewish temple, because the Dome of the Rock sits on the Temple Mount, which is in Jerusalem in Israel, and it was the old ruins of the second temple, which is God's temple. So I'll just play this bit. You see it below there, like, I'll rewind it. Watch now, you see market plunge and war coverage. So they're planning on crashing the markets and breaking out war. See? And war coverage. And you see planes going over here, and then boom, the Dome of the Rock in Israel destroyed. And you might say, well, what's the point in all this? Well, there's many points. There's many advantages that the Illuminati would try and gain out of this. The first one, it basically is to fulfill Bible prophecy, because Bible prophecy says that the temple of God will be rebuilt, and the false Jesus Christ will enter the temple. So the false Jesus, which will be King William V, will enter it and claim to be God, and will try and rule the world from this temple. So the main reason is basically to fulfill, and this is another sign that people need to look for. All these things are taking shape. All the artifacts for the new temple are already found and all ready to go. And they say that they can rebuild a temple in about a year, maybe a year and a half-ish. So, as timelines go, I would say that, well, this temple needs to be built by September 2017, you know, max. They'll probably finish it, I would have thought, by 2017, early 2017. So if you look backwards, they're probably going to be looking at starting it within the next 1 or 2 years, at least 1 or 2, maybe the end of this year. You never know. But the bombing of the Dome of the Rock, well, obviously they'll remove the rubble, and then it will be the gateway to building this temple, which they want to build because, you know, they think that Prince William will be the saviour of the world, which is obviously the fake one, and anyone who follows him will be condemned to the lake of fire when the real Jesus Christ comes at the end of the 3.5 years. He's going to allow King William V to think that he's God for 3.5 years, and then people are going to have to make a choice. Either you follow him, take the mark of the beast banking chip, worship him, or whatever. But if you don't, you know, worship him, then, well, you'll be saved. You'll be resurrected in a beautiful new world of peace, no money, all sorts. Because if anyone's thinking that, a few scholars think that the temple is not the temple, physical temple. They think it's a spiritual. They think it's a body, because Jesus spoke in parables. Well, Jesus spoke in parables when he was on earth, but when Jesus was beamed John up to heaven, he didn't speak to him in parables, because this is the last straw. Let's get serious. There's no parables in Revelation, hardly at all. In 1 Thessalonians here, the son of perdition, the Antichrist, the false Messiah, the beast, whatever you want to call him, or just call him King William V, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And then you got Revelation shows the commissioning of the two witnesses. The two witnesses will probably rise, be given their power after the temple is rebuilt. It says, "Rise and measure the temple of God and the altar and them that worship therein. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given in unto the Gentiles." So the court outside of the temple, the big court, he says leave that out because it will be given over to the non-Jews. "And the holy city shall tread underfoot for 42 months, which is the last 3.5 years. So in the last 3.5 years, Jerusalem also will be treaded underfoot for 3.5 years. And also in Daniel it says, "And from the time that the daily sacrifice is taken away." Now the daily sacrifice is the sacrifice of like a lamb or onto the altar, which is like a Jewish tradition in the temple. But when King William V comes, he's going to take away the sacrifice, and he's going to erect the abomination of desolation. Is going to be set up, which I believe to be the fasces, the Roman fasces. So from the time that the daily sacrifice is taken away and the abomination of desolation is set up, there shall be 1,290 days, which again is 3.5 years. So the short story is, when the temple's built, King William V, the Antichrist, the false Jesus Christ, is going to come in and take over the temple, take away the Jewish tradition, and Jerusalem is going to be trampled by armies and destroyed, and he's going to sit in the temple and claim himself to be God above all the gods and expect to be worshipped by the whole world. So that's just another sign of things to come. If you want to follow us, you can go to Facebook right now. You'll see a link below, and you can like our page at End of the Age Bible Prophecy. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. God bless you all.